This is TWiT.
Speaking of security, there was a very, very good news story today. Interpol making major arrests all over the world. Get ready for this number. They arrested, according to Interpol, 4,000 scammers, people who are pursuing online scam networks. 3,900 suspects arrested, $257 million in illegally obtained assets. This was Operation First Light in 61 countries, targeting phishing, investment fraud, fake online shopping sites, romance scams, and impersonation scams. And, you know, I mentioned this on Ask the Tech Guy because that's our show for normal people. The show for the people who are, of course, the victims of these scams. Them, their families, their parents, their elders. Police intercepted $135 million in fiat currency. That's regular money. And $2 million in cryptocurrency. Other assets worth over $120 million US dollars were seized. Real estate, high-end vehicles. There's a picture here of the watches they confiscated. This is in Brazil. Expensive jewelry and other high-value items in the collection. There's some nice watches there. This is all ill-gotten gain. These are people who called your grandma and impersonated the bank or sent a text saying, hi. You've all gotten those texts. They often end up in a big scam. Authorities in Australia recovered 5.5 million Australian dollars on behalf of an impersonation scam victim. That's one victim. After the funds were fraudulently transferred to bank accounts in Malaysia and Hong Kong. I mean, the numbers are staggering. 163 computers seized, 350 mobile phones. The data all handed over to Interpol. Singapore's Anti-Scam Center and Hong Kong's Anti-Deception Coordination Center prevented a tech support scam. You've gotten those. Pop up on your computer screens as you've got a virus, call 800-73-SCAM. A 70-year-old victim was saved from losing $281,000 worth of her life savings in one of those scams. So, I think good news. I wonder, though, Doc Rock, if this means the end of these online scams.
Well, I want to hope so, but they'll come back soon. There's so many crazy ones out there now, and I legit just got sent one yesterday that was almost good. But I like to check them, right? So I have this kind of like dummy browser thing that I go into and check to see where these links go. And it was a Hawaiian Airlines page that's like, if for our 95th anniversary, we're going to give you a round trip to Bora Bora.
All right.
All exclusive paid, whatever. And the Facebook group was called Hawaiian Airlines Fans.
Oh.
And they did such a good job setting that page up that I can see a lot of people who paid less attention in school might fall for this. And then it's the thing that they did is, you know how you could have a mini chat bot or some of these other bots where if you put in a hashtag or an @ something in a Facebook group message, it will send you a message directly to your Facebook Messenger, right? In IG, there's a really cool app by my friend Jeff called Stampede Social, does the same thing. If you put like hashtag Leo, it would send links to the next shows that are going to be in, the club, right?
Yeah, I like that.
So they did is they set this type of bot up so that you would put in this hashtag that you need to put in order to win, and it would basically send you a direct message to Messenger. Well, anybody who starts commenting with that person back and forth and what you can do with web trackers, you immediately start sending them all of the info about you, right? Because there's apps like Group Grabber that if you answer this, it automatically sends your name, your address, like all of the things that you don't have because you don't use Ghostery or something of that nature to make sure these trackers are following you. So in a very simple page, I'd literally watch hundreds of people that I personally know answering this thing, and I'm like, don't answer that.
What are you doing?
God, delete that right away. Do not conversate with them in Messenger. Just delete that right away.
We had an
But
advertiser,
when you go to
a
the
potential
URL page, it was clean. You really thought it was them for a second,
Right.
and then I started to notice design problems because I know the designers of the actual Hawaiian website, and I'm like, yeah, this is not it. This is
that
not
you
it.
have to have an eagle eye. That's the problem, right?
Yes, that's the problem.
And I feel like I don't know what's true or not anymore. In my email on the web, let's see if we can hear Ryan. Try your audio. Nope. Nope, nothing. I heard you at the beginning of the show, Ryan. All right.
Read his
Maybe
lips.
you just need to reconnect, Ryan.
Why don't you just drop us and connect again? I mean, I don't know if that's going to fix it. It's like the equivalent of the IT crowd. Reboot your computer. Have you rebooted your computer lately? 80. So here's one, too. 88 local youths in Namibia were rescued by the police. They were slaves, basically, forced into conducting scams. And this we know is true. You've seen the piece that the New York Times did a few months ago. There are a lot of the scammers, the people you're getting these texts from, are actually trapped.
I have some concerns. I followed into the press release, and I'm being cynical, but I'll tell you what set me off. 3,900 arrests.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
No kidding.
And so I want to prompt. It
Remember,
prompts the
that's
question.
61 countries.
It's 61 countries. Over what time period? Distributed across what countries? Do we fully trust the governments that are doing that? What are they putting all these people?
This was led by the Chinese Communist Party. This was out of China.
I mean, I think the thing that is probably significant and possibly effective is it looks like they broke up a network, and it's also that they've probably found some
Several
assets
networks, they
and
said.
several networks.
Yeah.
I mean, some of that is probably going to be good, but it's hard to say, yay, go policing efforts of countries that are really not known for due process in their policing efforts.
In fact,
and it's a ton of people.
It says first, and this is the Interpol press release, First Light operations are funded by China's Ministry of Public Security. So that is, you're right. You see what I'm saying? You never know. I feel like I don't know anymore what's true or good. Hey, thank you for watching this little snippet from our big show, the News Roundtable, This Week in Tech. I'm Leo Laporte. Each week we cover the week's tech news, in-depth analysis, but it's also fun and engaging. You'll find it at twit.tv along with all of our shows. And if you want more, just hit the subscribe button, and we'll be sure to bring you a lot more great content. Thanks for listening.